All right, man. So a little download, a little bit of seeing God in everything, right? Or more so seeing, So seeing God in everything. So yesterday I came to the spot. They got decent food, got good breakfast for the morning. And I had told myself, I was like, nah, I don't want to get nothing because it's not I don't got the money. Like, I got a bad tooth, I shouldn't be putting myself in that situation. And I still went in there yesterday and got it. Last night I was reading James. I had just started the book. I was doing a nice little Bible study on James. Didn't even get to finish. Didn't even make it past chapter 1. And God had already dropped the revelation like that night already. So last night. But this morning I'm pulling up. I got, my food already. I already got 2 PB&Js. And I was like, I'm only getting the milk. I go inside. Before I even go inside, I'm like, let me just go see what they got. And I was like, nah, you don't want to put yourself in that situation because then if they have something that you might like, you're going to get it. So I'm sitting there, and as I said that, I was like, and it's the same way with sin. I was like, okay, this isn't me talking. I know who this is. So we talking, we're going back and forth, and he's just like, it's the same way with sin. We know that we shouldn't put ourselves in certain situations. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to the party, but I'm not gonna drink. I'm gonna go around my homeboys that smoke, but I'm not gonna smoke, even though you're a smoker or even though you're a drinker. I'm gonna go on that website and I'm not gonna do anything to myself, but you're gonna be tempted. In James, we were talking about how the desires, if I'm not mistaken, running off of low, the desires of our heart gives birth to sin. And as it gives birth to sin, once it is fully grown, then there's death. You see how I can just sit there and I can just look at what I have. I have 2 sandwiches, 2 PB&J sandwiches, and I was like, all I need is the milk. We already have sin living within us, right? Why would I put myself in a situation where I know my sin is going to, or where I know the sin already dwells within me is going to react? I'm putting myself and I'm flirting with sin. I have no business flirting with something that I know I have a hard time doing. If I had went and looked at the food, and if I had seen some wings, I ain't gonna lie, they got some wings in there. If I had looked at the wings, there's a chance I would have been like, let me just get one. And after that, I'll be like, let me just get the egg roll. After that, let me just add the burrito, because that is what I be doing. I be getting the burrito, I be getting the egg roll, throw a little bit of wings in there. You know what I'm saying? The biggest way back, big back. But I went in there, and as I'm walking in, I was like, we're gonna go straight directly to the milk. And I grabbed the milk, and I thought about it, and I'm just like, God, I have all that I need. We have God, in the sense, God is technically the sandwiches. Just consider him the sandwiches, like Jesus technically. He's the sandwiches. I have all that I need. All I need is just this. Focus on what you are already supposed to be doing, which is getting the milk or whatever God told you to do. And that's it. Don't go put yourself somewhere that I didn't tell you to go. And that's the word of the day. Don't flirt with sin. Let's leave that out there. That's the word. Don't flirt with sin. Don't put yourself in compromisable situations where you are more likely to fall, especially if you're battling that sin specifically. Don't put yourself in a situation that isn't going to be suitable for you or beneficial, because you'll only end up falling. And then we're going to have to sit here and repent, and then we're going to feel shame, then we're going to feel guilt, then we're going to feel all these things that we shouldn't be feeling, that God doesn't even want us to feel. So just do your best to